Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Lukenessmonster, and this is Ask Lukenessmonster, episode 70. The series on the channel will answer you guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to comment down below on this week's video, and I'll try my very best to answer it. And if you guys have been watching the channel for quite a while, you know it's been over 3 months since the last Ask Lukenessmonster, and I do apologize for that. It has been quite a while. I just kind of took a break from it because I wasn't enjoying making them. And honestly, I do want to get that back, though, because Ask Lukenessmonster is an awesome opportunity for me to connect to you guys and get a really, like I said, just a good connection between me and you guys, the subscribers. So I did want to bring it back. And if you guys do remember, I did start up a series called Customs, Collections, and Recent Pickups. For right now, we will be stopping that series. I might bring it back in the future, but for right now, we are going to be putting it on pause. But I do have one last custom to show off. And that custom is actually this right here. This is a custom Captain Fordo that was actually sent in by a subscriber, Commander Cook. He does actually have his own YouTube channel, so I do suggest you go and check it out. It will be linked in the description if you do want to, but I highly suggest you do. And yeah, but this is a custom Fordo, and it looks awesome. It does have the animated style helmet, pauldron, holsters, and blasters. So this is exactly what I wanted from Hasbro. And Hasbro didn't deliver exactly what I wanted, so I'll definitely do a comparison once I do get the Hasbro version in. But this is pretty much what I wanted when they said they'd be making a Fordo, and unfortunately, they just didn't do that. I think this is much better in every way, at least if you're comparing it to a stylized Fordo. I think this is much better than what Hasbro produced. I love the Fordo pistols. It even has the yellow on the little buttons there for his arm, but I love the 2003 pauldron. And yeah, the weathering on this guy is also beautiful. I almost just threw him. The weathering on this guy is also just beautiful. And of course, that animated helmet is just awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, Commander Cook, for sending this over. This is an absolutely incredible figure, so thank you so much. And yeah, this is honestly so much better than anything that Hasbro is making. So I really do love this. And yeah, this is just incredible. So thank you so much. Anyway, on to the first question. The first question from Samus. He says, do you like the Hyperreal figures? If so, what characters would you like to see in Hyperreal? I personally think a Din Djarin would be great. So that is actually a really, really good question. I was not a huge fan of the Hyperreal line. I think for me, for one, they were just too expensive. I believe they were about $80 for a figure. And honestly, that's just too much. I think $50 would be a fair price for a Hyperreal figure. And I think that's what they need to do to start off, is just lower the price point. But second, I think their biggest problem is the choice of figures. I don't think they could do human figures. Like Luke Skywalker was kind of just a mess of a figure. And so I think if they're going to do them, they need to do figures with suits or armors. So like I think Darth Vader is a great figure. But I think they do more like that. So do Stormtroopers, do the Mandalorian, like I said, do Din Djarin, do Boba Fett, do Clone Troopers, anything like that I think would be great. But nothing that really shows your face like that. I just don't think that would work out super well. The next question from Commander Thorn. He says, Ask Lukenessmonster, what are your thoughts on a new Star Wars Eclipse cinematic trailer, the game in general? So, honestly, this, of course, came out almost 3 months ago now. So I do apologize. Like I said, it's been a while since I filmed an Ask Lukenessmonster. So these are all old questions. But honestly, that trailer looked really, really good. If the game is as good as the trailer is, I'm super excited for it. It's going to be a prequel kind of era game, and it's something that we haven't really seen since the Old Republic game, so I'm super excited to see how it is. And the cinematic trailer was really just amazing. So I have high hopes for it, but the game also did just get like delayed because they didn't have enough employees to make it, and I believe it got delayed until like 2027 or 2028. So like it's delayed like 5 or 6 years, which is a lot. So that does scare me, but that also gives me a little bit relief that they're not going to try to rush out the game, and they're going to try to put the work that it actually needs into it. So I have high hopes for it, and I just can't wait for it. The next question from Yeats Productions. He says, Ask Lukenessmonster, when and do you think we will get a Super Battle Droid and Droideka? Basically any other Separatist droid but the B1. And which one do you like to see the most? So, I think it's going to be in the next 2 or 3 years, which I know sounds like a long time, but for the Black Series, they're already putting up pre-orders for 2023, which is a year away. So the next 2 or 3 years technically isn't that far away when it comes to getting a figure in hand. So I think we are going to be seeing them, at least photos of some of them, by the end of 2022, hopefully. But I think since it is the 20th anniversary of Attack the Clones, I am really, really hoping we will be getting a Super Battle Droid, just because the Super Battle Droid was pretty big in Attack the Clones. So I think the Super Battle Droid is the one that I want the most as well, but I am hoping we will get it in the year 2022, and I do have high hopes for it. The next question from Reachon, he says, the number one figure that I want in the Black Series and TVC is General Pong Krell, hands down. Now honestly, this is a really, really good pick for a Black Series or TVC figure. I think he would go great with any of your Jedi figures, or any of your clone figures, honestly. It's a figure that I do really want. He'd obviously be deluxe, but he would come with 4 arms and 2 double-bladed lightsabers, and honestly, it'd just be pretty freaking cool. So yeah, I love Pong Krell, and honestly, once they start releasing more 501sts, like 5s, Hardcase, Jesse, all of them, you go even better with them. So yeah, Pong Krell would be amazing to get in either Black Series or TVC. The next question from Jason, he says, ask Lukenessmonster, I love your videos. Thank you so much, I do really appreciate it. He says, with the archive, if you had to pick non-troopers, what 4 would you pick? Mine would be Slave Leia, Bosk, General Ben Kenobi, I'm assuming from like the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Padme. And for the second wave, I'd pick Dr. Alpha, 000, BT-1, and Pabla, I believe is how you pronounce Ewok's name, but I could be completely wrong. Thank you for your great work. Yeah, no problem. The 4 I would have to pick, that's really tough because I think there's so many clones, not necessarily just clones, but just troopers that we need in general, like the Orange Pauldron Sand Trooper, I think is one that we just really, really need. But if I had to pick 4 non-troopers, I think I would have to go with Slave Leia, I think is definitely one. I think we're not going to ever get it in the Black Series again, but I think that's one that we definitely do need. I think that... I know these have already been released in the archive, but I think they need a re-release in the archive, and that would be Anakin from Revenge of the Sith and Darth Maul. I think both of those are amazing figures, and they have gotten very expensive on the aftermarket, so I think both of them do need re-releases in the archive line. And then last up is tough. I think last I'd have to go with a Jedi Knight Luke. This one was a Walmart exclusive, and this is the like the Tatooine version when he has like the brown cloak or whatever, or black cloak, whatever you want to call it. But I think this is the version that we need. We are going to be getting a brand new version of Luke here in the future, but the Walmart exclusive Jedi Knight Luke is really, really good, and I would not complain if we got a re-release. The next question from Jango Mall, he says, ask Lukenessmonster, do you think that there will be a Palpatine re-release in the archive wave? Well, 3 months later from this question, there actually has been a Palpatine re-release, so that is really cool. Do you think that there will be a deluxe Jango with accessories such as the 2 Westers, which is his blasters, flamethrower piece, 2 jetpack pieces, etc., a Jango version of the Slave One, new Padme, Poggle, Gunray, and everything like that for the Attack the Clones anniversary? So I can't say, new Padme, Poggle, Gunray, all that stuff for the Attack the Clones anniversary, because as of right now, we are a good almost 4 months into 2022, and we have not seen anything on the Attack the Clone wave yet, so hopefully we do see something in the future. But I do think they could easily do a deluxe Jango. Here is a concept from a person I really like on Instagram. I will, of course, credit him. He should be linked in the description if you want to check him out. But yeah, he did come up with this awesome concept. And yeah, honestly, I don't think we'd ever get anything this good from Hasbro again, honestly, because with the Boba Fetts they've been doing, they've been giving us literally like a jetpack and 2 blasters, and they've been calling it a day. And I just don't think we're ever going to get anything as big as like a deluxe Jango like this, because this one has 2 jetpacks, like 150 blasters, flamethrowers, everything like that. I just don't think we're ever going to get something like that again. So, I can dream, but I just don't see it happening. Anyway, guys, that is probably going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe. If you do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to go down and comment down below on this week's video, and I'll try my very best to get around to it in next week's video. And if this is a series you guys want to see continue on the channel, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And like I said, let me know in the comments, because I really like doing this back in the day, and it's something I'd like to bring back. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.